Sure.
1, 2, 3. Power of harmonic minor.
What just happened?
Right there, my friends.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was great.
Get a lot of questions about harmonic minor. What is it? How do I use it? Stuff like that, right?
Yeah, everything goes with like any sort of musical question.
It's all about stability.
Yes, it is.
That's what we're big on stability here.
We are.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a good emotion to have.
Stable.
Feeling stable. I feel we have a stable relationship.
Absolutely.
Right? Rock solid.
Rock solid.
It's good, right? So the opposite of that would be like your relationship with Justin.
Toxic.
Yeah, it's bad, right? So the opposite of that would be the harmonic minor scale. What is it? It's the minor scale.
Yes.
With a raised seventh. So if you know the A minor scale, we're going to do it in A because we're classy, right? So here's A minor, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Sounds cool. Kind of somber, but in a happy way.
And that G is the minor seventh, the regular seventh. Yes.
Right? What happens if we take that minor seven and
unstable isotope.
Ooh. Whoa, look out.
Bam.
Yeah.
Just cut. Drop the mic.
Dangerous times right here. So what does this do, right? We're not adding a G sharp to a scale, an A minor scale. We're replacing the G with a G sharp. Which is a huge distinction here.
Yes.
Because if you just add a tone, that's one thing, and you can get some cool sounds from it, for sure. But what we're doing in that jam, which is also a backing track that is available if you click on the link below.
Very true.
We're replacing all the G's in that scale with G sharps, right?
So something happens when we start making the chords that
that
go with this. All of a sudden, G's out, G sharp's in. What the F?
Changes everything, and this brings in a whole other group of chords, like augmented chords, diminished seven chords,
major minor seven
chords, right?
Yeah.
So in any scale, you can take these single notes and make chords from them.
Yes.
Right. So in the A minor scale, you take the first, third, and fifth.
Yep.
And a 7, if you want, you can go 1, 3, 5, 7, make a 4-note chord. It's an A minor 7 chord.
Ta-da!
Right?
That's the first, third, and seventh note of the minor scale put together.
That's right. Right. Yep. But now, if we don't have that G anymore, we have a G sharp. We have a 1, a 3, a 5,
and a major 7.
Major 7. So if you added all those together, you would get a major minor 7.
Hence the name.
Kind of a stupid name. They couldn't come up with a better name than
also,
major minor.
What's really funny is most of my students, they ask me, like, what's a major minor 7? They say, don't worry, you'll never play that in your life. And then here we are, playing it. So it's fantastic.
Yeah. Major minor 7, right? So a minor chord with a major 7.
Because the flat 7 has now become a sharp 7. That's what happens now. Now you got to start really knowing what goes into your chords.
Which is it's a tasty thing, because I think my favorite interval is the major 7 interval. Honestly.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very happy, beautiful interval. But on top of a minor chord, it becomes super dark.
Yeah.
Super dark.
Like our relationship with Justin.
That's right. There it is.
What is that right there?
I'm uncomfortable just like talking about this with you guys.
I swear wherever he is right now, he just kind of like
I'm always caught in the middle. But so let's talk about some of the chords that you can populate now.
Yes, let's get there. Yes.
So if we're thinking in A minor, a harmonic minor now.
Yes. A harmonic minor.
Usually if you're thinking in just regular old A minor, C major is a major player. A big time player.
Yes.
Right? Like A minor to C major. You see that all the time, right?
All the time. But Sean, that C major has a G in it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so what are we gonna do now?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now it's a G sharp, it's raised. It's a C with a G sharp. I can't even make a power chord.
No.
C power chord is out the window.
Yeah.
Augmented. Okay? That's where I'm just got 3rd fret on the A string and the 6th fret on the D string.
Side note, a chord with a raised 5th is usually called an augmented chord, just in case someone wants to know like where that name comes from. Sharp 5.
That's right. Our little plus sign. You ever see like a C plus?
Yeah. That's not your grade. That's a C augmented.
That's right. It could be your grade.
Yeah, I got C augmenteds on all my report cards. It was great.
Yeah, I was more of an A augmented guy.
I should have done that one.
Darn it.
Whatever.
There.
Continue on.
So, a cool voicing, the one that we were using in the beginning, is I was just taking this A. It's just an A minor, not Not even A minor. This is a power chord.
Right.
5, 7, 7. Oh, what's that?
What is that?
C augmented. I've got my C here. I've got my major third. That's still fair game. The E's good. And then there's that G sharp.
Yes.
So it's a little staircase thing.
Whereas show them what the C major would look like regularly. Yeah, and that's the 5, right? Now, because that's the special note.
Now, one thing you could do, you can kind of float back and forth between these two. You could go from like a regular C chord to a C augmented. Not technically in the harmonic minor,
but
scale.
you can do that for flavor in another song, yeah.
But so this is just one chord that affects it, but that drastically affects all the chords because you're taking home bass, a C major with an A minor, and you're just throwing it out the window.
And now we got the C augmented.
It's so unstable.
Yes.
Now another thing that happens is the diminished 7 chord. Comes into play. We've talked about that a little bit before. But that's basically just stacked minor thirds. On top of it. So there's actually 2 diminished 7 chords that come into play.
This is odd in a good way. So follow along.
Well, actually, only think of 4 diminished 7 chords that come into play. But yeah, and anyway, so like let's take the second degree of A harmonic minor, which is a B.
Which would normally be just a B minor 7.
Minor 7 flat 5 diatonically.
Diatonically.
Right? But now we get this chord here. A diminished 7. Right? Which a lot of people are like, when do I use this? Other than making like transitions from whatever scary movies or something. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, basically it's just I'm getting the B on top here, 7th fret. Then I'm gonna grab the 6th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the G string, and 6th fret of the D string. And the great thing about this chord is that you can move it in minor thirds at the same chord. So I just go up or down 3 frets at a time. And it's the
same chord, and I'm not in the right key, but Michelle by the Beatles, like Michelle, my bell, and they do this.
Oh yeah,
they do that, and that's the same chord. You know, it's up and down. It's great.
Cool.
There's an example in that one song.
Man, thank you for that. And then the next chord we're using in that progression is going to be the tried and true minor 7 flat 5. Which is the same shape we just talked about, but up a string. Right?
Yes.
So that progression was A to C augmented. We do that 3 times. Put a little spicy rhythm section on it.
Yes.
Right there. Since this is something I can move, I want to go from here to here. But the beauty of this diminished 7 chord, full diminished is the way I say that, I can move this 3 frets back.
Same chord. Now
into it.
Yes.
Right?
Let's talk about that last chord though.
Yeah, the minor 7 flat 5 chord?
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, what it is. We never really got
So this is B minor. So this is a second degree in A harmonic minor. It can be minor 7 flat 5 or it can be fully diminished at this point.
Because the G sharp. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
We kind of
we're kind of condensing. I mean, we can do it real quick. So so the notes of a B minor 7 flat 5 are B, F, A, and D.
Yes.
Right? So if you take a minor 7 flat 5 and I've got that A, which is a minor 7, flatten that, which is what's happening at harmonic minor. We're not replacing this, but it's available now.
Yes. You can do.
We can make this into this.
Yes. And you can choose any which one on that note.
Sure. It just works out that way.
It does.
So why not use it to your advantage? But a lot of this is dark.
It is dark.
Making me kind of scared.
Yeah, and it's really ominous and weird.
Yeah.
Right?
So there is light.
Is there?
In this scale.
When I think light, I think major 7th. That's when you said light.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So that's where we're going next.
Sweet.
The F. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, it just feels so much better now. So in A harmonic minor, A, B, C, D, E, F, that would be the 6th degree. I'm going to think of it that way.
Yep.
You can still use a major 7 chord.
You can use major 7.
You always could, and you still can.
If you're confused by this, you can Google A minor harmonic chord sequence, and you can see the chords in order that are formed when you change it to a G sharp. Because this is out there.
Yeah.
It's just something we haven't done before.
Yeah, and it's something too, like if you think diatonically in the major scale, it's kind of hard to like rewire your brain.
Oh, yeah.
All the shapes that you used are
out the window.
Are gone.
Yeah, because the note has changed.
Yeah.
So if you're confused by this, you can see the 1 is the A minor, you know, the B, the 2 be the B, and then we keep on going C, D, E, F, and you'll see that the F is an F major 7th, the way that the cookies crumble against the scale. But keep going.
Yeah, so anyways, we're going to grab that F, major 7 chord voicing. I'm rooting right here on the F on the A string, which is, again, the 8th fret. So we got a power chord, there's that major 7, and then 10 on the B string. And we're bringing this back into...
The C augmented.
Yeah, but major 7.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, C
so
major
this is
7.
another one, right? So... Again, a lot of words.
A lot of words. You're probably like, oh my god.
A lot of words I'm trying to keep straight in my own brain right now.
Yes.
But basically, we've got a C augmented chord.
Yep.
Where it used to be C major.
Yep.
C major 7 used to be one of our favorite chords in this key, but now we can't do it because we don't have the 5th.
Right.
So we're gonna do a C augmented major 7 chord, which is just a C major with a raised 5th.
Google it. A minor harmonic chords. You'll see it.
I kind of feel like the chord naming is kind of confusing.
It is confusing. We'll get to that. We'll get the chord naming.
But anyways, so the way I'm doing this, I'm straight staircasing it.
Yeah.
Like this. So 4E, 3A, 2G or 2D, and 1G, open B, and open E.
It's a C major 7 augmented. Woo!
I think it's kind of beautiful after
It is.
an F major 7 down here into this sucker.
Fantastic.
You can grab the F major 7 here too.
No, I like the high level.
Whatever. But we mix it up.
So show them the progression.
All right, so we've got A minor to C augmented. We do this 3 times. To the minor 7, or the diminished 7.
Yep. Same chord, and then
into the half diminished.
Yes.
Right, and then we're gonna put this sucker all the way up to F.
Major 7.
Into what? Augmented major 7. Back to the F, and then the best part of the chord progression.
What was that?
What happened there? Oh my gosh!
Really?
It kind of put a fitting kind of cap on that, right?
Yeah.
Almost a resolution. That's the power of going back to C, right? Ooh. This right here is a C. It's major 3rd and another C.
Look at that.
So now, back in the day when we could use a 5 in a C chord, we could imply that it's there by just having a 1 and a 3, a major 3rd, and then an octave 1.
Right.
So this implies a C major.
But we're not touching a 5th.
But there is no 5th there. So there's not supposed to be a C major. So I'm implying that there is one here, even though there's not.
Ooh, magic.
And that kind of brings us back to...
So let's just talk about the way we got this chord progression is by looking and understanding what an A harmonic minor scale does to the chords that are born from it. So like that's important. So that's why you want to Google and look, because all these foreign chords, like in the modes with friends and all lessons we've done together, we have not mentioned this stuff.
Yeah, you don't see augmented stuff.
No, or major minor 7s.
In a lot of genres of music, you never see augmented chords, major minor 7s.
But this is the true power of a harmonic minor scale. It really twists up your chord progression. It's not about the scale necessarily. It's about the chords that come from it. And that, if you're confused by that, again, a quick Google search, you'll start to understand. And you'll have a backing track to practice to. Right?
That's right. So let's talk a little bit about soloing. This is where you kind of come in.
All right. Soloing. All right, so to make a long story short, now that we deducted the chords that we can play from an A harmonic minor, we're going to look at the scale itself. So all an A harmonic minor is an A minor scale with a raised 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, raised 7, and 1. Fretwise, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 6, 7. If you want to do the double octave, you'll play 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to go over first. So now fretwise from the root note on the 7th fret, we have 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 4, 5. Now, what's happening here? Well, if you're going to solo, and Sean, and if you guys know me from my channel, I love improvising. So we need to know our chord base, which we just discussed. We got an A minor, we got the C augmented, we got the B's and everything. So really, when it comes to that, all that stuff fits nicely in the A harmonic minor scale. So what I'm going to do really is kind of listen to the chord progression, know my notes. You have your A, your B, your C, your D, your E, your F, and your G sharp and your A. But I will discuss really quickly, it's really not about the G sharp when you're soloing. That's a nice what we call leading tone. You can lead back to home. You really want to know where 1 is, when the 1 is coming, when the A minor is coming, so you can lead into it. But really, it's the E, it's the 5, it's the power of this note here in a harmonic minor scale that will give you the tension to lead up to your leading tone and back home. And you can find it here, the E to the leading tone, and then back here. So Sean really quickly is going to lay down the first portion of this jam. 2, ready, go. I'm going to solo. Right there. There it is. So you can hear how the 5 really sets up that major 7th to come home. Very powerful tool.
Right.
Now when we get to the F major 7,
The tasty part.
the tasty part, the uplifting, the light. Okay, what we're gonna do is very simply is here is on the 6th fret you have an F. Okay, this is an F here, and actually the major 7th arpeggio. That's it, straight up major 7th. That's an F major 7. There it is. Like, okay, so I'm gonna use that in my solo. For the C augmented, I can use, this is the chord that Sean is playing, I can use these notes. Okay, so we go here, and then I'm kind of messing around my C's, augmented here. Also, when he does that final C up on his 12th fret, this thing, I'm going to use again the power of the 5, because it's in that chord, to come back home to the 1.
Yeah.
So let's do the whole jam.
Okay, cool.
1, 2, ready, go. So we have the chords from the harmonic minor scale. We have the actual harmonic minor scale laid down with how to survive a jam. Sean's going to put an awesome jam track to that. So I'm not looking at that camera. She's looking at this camera.
Should be.
I've been addressing you over here. I'm sorry.
C augmented student right there.
Right there. That's
the difference between a C augmented and A augmented.
And A augmented.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so if you haven't, check out this guy's channel for sure.
Oh, Stich Method.
He's the man. And in the meantime, just get down on some of this harmonic minor stuff. I think it's awesome.
It is awesome.
Love it.
Play to the backing track. You'll have a lot of fun.